Hi, you're with Matt at masterguitarcouk, and I'm going to teach you how to tune up your guitar. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to have a reference point for our E string. We want to make sure this is in tune. I'm going to use the song Australia by Manic Street Preachers because I know that this song is in E. So. And what I'm doing is I'm just sort of getting my E string in tune with the music. And we do that just by turning the knob up here at the top end. So that E sounds pretty good to me, so I'm just going to stop that music. And there we go, my E's in tune. So what we need to do is get the guitar up in tune with itself, and the way we do that is if we put our finger on the 5th fret on the E string, that'll be an A, and as the next string down is an A, it needs to sound the same as when you're fretting on the 5th fret. So this guitar's out of tune, so it's not going to sound the same at the moment, but when I start tuning up, that should sound the same. And if you're not sure, you can detune your string again using the knobs up here. You're just bending them up and down. So they both want to sound like an A, which they do now. So that's these two top strings in tune. The next string you want to tune is your D string. Again, that's out of tune, and it needs to sound the same as when you fret your A string on the 5th fret. So again, I'm just tuning that D up there. So those two sound the same. So you're basically fretting on the 5th fret. And then you do the same for the next string down, which is the G string. So you go to your D string, fret on the 5th fret, and that G needs to sound the same as you fretting on the 5th fret. And we'll just make some adjustments up here. So they sound the same now. Now, tuning up the B is a little bit different. You have to fret on the 4th fret on your G string. So if you fret the 4th fret, your B should sound the same as that. In this case it's a little flat, so I'm just going to tune it up. And they're both in tune. And then for the last string, your E string, that needs to sound the same as when you're fretting your B on the 5th fret again. So it's back to the 5th fret. And you're tuning that up. Or down if it's sharp. So if it's a little sharp, you're going to want to tune it down. And that should be in tune now. And this E string should sound the same as this one down here. And there we go. Now our guitar's in tune. And there are you don't have to tune up just from the just from a piece of music. You can get a guitar tuner such as this one here. It sort of fits on the end of your guitar up here, and if you turn it on, when you strike a string, I don't know if you can see that, if you can strike a string it'll tell you if it's in tune or not. You can also there's also several websites with online guitar tuners that you can tune up. So if you're sort of hearing the E note on the guitar tuning website, you need to make it match. But I always think it's a good idea to learn how to tune a guitar up with itself, because if you're out in a field somewhere with your mates playing guitar around the campfire, you're not gonna have sort of all these reference points. So it's good to tune a guitar up with yourself. So it is good to know what an E sounds like if you can sort of remember that tone. If you can just tune a guitar up with itself, you'll be rocking. And similarly, if someone else has a musical instrument, you can ask them for any note or an E, and then you can tune your guitar off of their instrument. But there we go. That's how you tune up a guitar.